Take you back to one of our top stories this morning. Free State Premier Sisi Ntombela has been on the ground in Jagersfontein assisting families who have been left destitute, and this comes after a dam wall collapsed, causing a mudslide and damaging, in fact, sweeping away many homes. At least 3 people have been killed, about 40 others are still missing. Dozens more are receiving treatment in hospital. So let's get you the latest on this disaster. We're joined by Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Mxolisi Dukwana, who joins us via our video link this morning. Great to have you with us on the program, albeit on what has been a horrific weekend for the residents in Jagersfontein. What's the latest from the area that you can tell us this morning?
Can I indicate that from our report from the Ops Center, the Disaster Management Operations Center, by yesterday night when we left the area, there was only one body that was recovered from the mud, but there are many other people that are missing, and we would not want to jump to a conclusion that they might be dead at the moment. But there are many other people that are injured, were treated for minor injuries, fractures, etc. But at the end, we left with 6 people still in hospital at the moment.
There's a lot of talk this morning, MEC, about the fact that this was not an unexpected disaster, that there had been warnings as far back as 2 years ago about that dam wall being under pressure, in fact, exceeding what it was capable of holding by double. We understand also there were many other warnings and misgivings from the community, but there were assurances from the mine engineers that nothing would happen. There is a report also by the Department of Water, that also compiled a report, and where the mining owners assured the department that nothing would happen. So now what? I mean, assuring the department that nothing would happen when the information, when the facts speak very differently. I mean, that mine wall was capable of holding a particular amount of waste water. That amount was already doubled 2 years ago. What happens now insofar as accountability?
That's what all of us, at the moment, the focus is on helping the people with their losses. And then today, the minister, Kubayi, who is a Human Settlement Minister, also acting in the DMRE, would be in the place and engaging with the mining houses. But our focus for now is to really make sure that we make the situation much more bearable for the communities, and then deal with these issues in-depthly, and those who are accountable, who are responsible for this, need to take full accountability. What the mining the owners of the mines have done so far now, they've been cooperating with government, and they also made sure that people will not be housed or will not be sleeping in churches, etc. What they have done is book them accommodation, and then we would deal with other things. We wanted to make sure that people were not left stranded and in the open.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things, but the in-depth investigation would come in, and we will then take it from there.
In terms of the capability of the hospitals there to treat the people who are in dire need of treatment, we understand a number of people are in a critical condition as well as a result of injuries sustained in this disaster. What are you hearing on the ground from medical facilities?
No, we have a regional hospital, Fred Nzula, where a few people have been transferred, but there are others who are transferred to Veggie Clinic in Bloemfontein. So the situation is under control. and as I say, we now today will be looking into who's missing and get the full details so that we know exactly what we're talking about here now.
Mop-up operations, I mean, it's difficult to even think at this stage of where to begin to try and come to terms with the mop-up operation that now kicks in, MEC. What are the various government institutions and other organizations that will be coming to the aid of Jagersfontein?
There's a lot. You know, for instance, you've got 15 houses that were completely washed away. Only a foundation is left. And, and others, you've got, furniture available lost and more. That has affected more than 162 families. But in other situations, it's actually communities are affected because the whole power substation is submerged and washed away, and that has led to no electricity, especially in Charlesville. And you also have because of that, it has affected the pumping of water, which was also a problem even before. And the water level, the reserve, now that we have, can only take this community up until this morning. And Bloom Water has in anticipation has made some contingency plans to make sure that we do not have a crisis when it comes to the supply of water to the communities. So these are some of the realities that we are. Whilst we can talk about those who were transferred or moved from their homes to places where they would be, looked after, like many have gone to Glen College in Bloemfontein and the President Hotel in Bloemfontein. But you've got families that are traumatized, that are staying in their houses that have not been affected as we see now. But these are some of the things that we need to be dealing with. We are now Jagersfontein this morning.
Yeah. It's the water issue, it's the electricity issue. A substation is entirely submerged there in Jagersfontein with no word on exactly when power will be restored to the community. MEC, before we let you go, the President is also set to visit the area today, and I'm sure you'll be part of the delegation meeting him.
Yes, we will be.
And what do you expect that he's sort of trying to gauge from this visit? What are the areas he will visit?
I think the President would the families that are affected in hospital, those who are injured, and will also speak to the affected communities, especially those who have lost their valuables, etc. And would also engage with government as well as the mining houses that are involved in the whole thing. Yeah, certainly. With a view of some accountability from all quarters, there are now calls to the mining houses, of course, themselves to take responsibility and to give assistance where they can insofar as this disaster is concerned. MEC Mxolisi Dukwana, let me thank you for your time this morning as we continue to track that mudslide and flooding that took place in Jagersfontein in the Free State.